Good morning, everybody. Oh boy, that's pretty. It's nice out this morning. 69 degrees out. I didn't look at the weather station kitchen. Just looked at my phone quick. Come on, Pre. Come on, Bassett. I'm going to switch back and forth a little bit here today, and it is going to be the raw audio. I don't have any microphones with me. I was going to do a side-by-side. Unfortunately, I cannot find the cold shoe to quarter 20 piece, and I can't be making noise right now. I can't turn lights on. Terry's still sleeping-ish. Getting the dogs out of bed. Kind of stirred her a little bit. So we're on iPhone right now, mainly because I want to kind of go back and forth. Now, this morning is a little brighter. It's not as cloudy. There's actually some definition in the sky. But I'm noticing, especially in this section in the morning, it seems very bleh on the Action 4. So let's just, this is the section I'm always noticing it. So let's just fire this up next to it. And oh, this is going to be so much fun to put together in the post. But I was going to do a side-by-side anyway, so you're now running side-by-side with the DJI Action 4. You see a much wider field of view. But I'm hoping, I did turn noise reduction down because I was seeing ghosting while editing. So I definitely have to say though, in low light it actually looked pretty decent, but I did have the noise still on 1. Right now you're on 0. So we'll see. The idea is I'm looking for the best clarity. Everybody's going to work this morning. Really early for that. See too much traffic normally. Oh, yeah. So at least I finally did a low light test last night. What the hell did we watch last night? It's a 2007 movie. Oh my god. Yeah, Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore, music and lyrics. That's what we watched last night. The night before was Premonition with Sandra Bullock. There's a lot of big names in that movie. I really wish we could watch the movie Forgotten, but the damn thing is out of sync by like 6 seconds. Everywhere I try to play it. Let's see if I can't find another streaming platform that might not be out of sync. If anybody owns that movie with Julianne Moore, The Forgotten, where her son has died, and I think it's some sort of alien race is trying to like erase her memory that he ever existed. That she didn't really lose him. It's really weird. I remember the premises, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. So the princess is on the prowl. She did a tinkle. So what are you back there for, dude? Why do you stop and just stare at me when I stop? Come on. You can walk by. You can lead. You're old enough to lead the pack, dude. You're just not a leader, are you? I do have to say, as we're back to iPhone, we're pooping. Right before I was really interrupted with a poop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that sky. Anyway, the audio quality on the DJI without the microphones, as long as it's not windy, even like a mild little breeze, it's pretty damn good. I have not been running microphones on that unit. Alright, from this angle, let's see. Headphone in a different orientation I'm used to. Why is that not clearing up out there? But yeah, pretty sky this morning. I was going to pull back power lines. I didn't bring the stick with me or nothing. Everything's handheld this morning. Thanks to the DJI. I feel like going back and forth, with the exception of that one potential side-by-side clip. It is mildly frustrating to try to do those clips. I'm going to do it. I planned on putting the phone in the SmallRig cage and mounting this to either the top or the end of it, putting it on one of the handles and being able to do side-by-side. But honestly, in the morning, I don't know if I'm awake enough for that. So that would definitely be one way I could do it. The other way would be put it on the side-by-side rig. The thing that is, because of the difference in focal length of the lenses, there's no way to really even that up. I'd have to really make some sort of contraption, try to make the focal lengths similar. I don't know how I go about doing it. So, I mean, it's not really a fair test, I guess, but whatever. I was just watching a video on the GPS remote, and I guess some people have gotten it, which I don't understand because it's still in pre-order, which I'm sure they were sent it. It's the only way I can think, because it's not actually available yet. Because I'm signed up on the notification from DJI when it comes out. But apparently some people are having issues with downloading footage from the camera to the Mimo app. And if it's more than like a 2-minute clip, the GPS functions to put the dashboards over top, it crashes on any long video, which my time lapses are anywhere from 8 to, I think one was 8 minutes, one was 12 minutes yesterday. So I don't even know if that's going to work for me, which kind of sucks. If it's not going to work, I'm not going to waste $80 on it. So, bug bite me. Ugh. Got him. He's not biting anymore. He's squished. Boy, this section is really full of mosquitoes this morning, and they are hungry. They're biting the living daylights out of me. I'm gonna kill you, little bastards. So I've actually been dreaming up. Oh, damn cobwebs! It was above my head. Never caught it. I've been dreaming up. I think I'm gonna mount the handlebar mount to my long extension pole, and then connect a phone mount to the handle for Wiser Sunday. And then, I can view it. Never in my life have I seen so many people decide to leave for work or leave the complex at this time in the morning on a Saturday. Normally everybody's freaking sleeping. Like, one after another. Car, motorcycle, car, van. The main problem with using this, talk about privacy, there is no blurry background. So, yeah. It's kind of, I have to shut the camera off for my own personal, ways. But yeah, I think I'm going to mount the handlebar mount to the pole, and then I'll put one of my many phone mounts on there. That way I can sit there and view what's underwater, and hopefully Mike will be able to hold the dogs. Because I got the wristband for it, but I think that's going to be too difficult to do. I might just return that. I thought it was a good idea, and then I'm sitting there the day, I'm like, why don't I just do this? That way it's right in front of me. You gotta move. Just hunting rabbits. This is the nice thing about having the phone out of the cage, or because you can actually use the dial zoom. And it's much smoother. That's what I did up at Letchworth. That it works really well instead of it just being popped from one lens to another. The other issue the gentleman actually recommended was to turn off cellular when transferring the footage. Otherwise it seems to interfere, which makes absolutely no sense. But I mean, I've seen goofy things like that happen, like, and now I realize that the DJIs are connecting as headphones. That's why when the Bluetooth connects in the car, it disrupts them being used. And I don't think you can select back. So, even though the music stops, it's recording internal iPhone audio. It does not record the mic's audio. So, and right now I have the whole mounting plate apart because I was going to put the piece in that I can't find. Story of my life. Yeah. It's somewhere. Everything is always somewhere. Just kind of want to see the detail difference. I mean, I think a lot of it is the fact that the focal length is different. So, but, I mean, on the screens, it's a fair fight, in my opinion. That's where it kind of, you kind of lose some of it is out in the distance. And tree leaves and branches and stuff. We'll see. I want to see the detail difference. I mean, I think a lot of it is the fact that the focal length is different. So, but, I mean, on the screens, it's a fair fight, in my opinion. that's where it kind of, you kind of lose some of it, is out in the distance. And tree leaves and branches and stuff. We'll see. I really wish my Apple Card would actually make its mind up whether or not it wants to make my payment instantly or not. I paid it completely off once I got my check. Gotta pay UGI, cable, and electric. Normally I just get my points that way. It's not out of my bank account yet, and my balance is zero, or actually my balance is $1.54, I think, but my available credit is zero. Normally it's out of my bank account instantly, and I have my balance back. They said up to 24 hours again. It's working on it, because I paid it, I think, before I left the house yesterday morning. So sometime after I get to work, I'm gonna be calling them and be like, what the hell are you doing? I got bills to pay. Let's go. Let's do this. Speaking of Apple, one of the, I think, the iPhone 13 finally just made the last payment on that. So that would have been the silver one. Phone's been gone forever. So this phone here is what I have remaining. I think I've already made 12 payments on it, so, but I'll trade it in. The thing is that I don't understand how it doesn't like refresh my loan. I keep paying on this device as well, even though I traded in. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I don't think that's the way the Apple every year thing is supposed to work. So I gotta look into that. Alrighty, we are on the updated Monster Joby mount. I don't know what else to call it. It's like a pan tilt head. It's got everything in one. Where the other one I needed that whole spinning plate. Oh man, I'm trying to find everything to put this together, and like, where is things? I connected a whole bunch of little parts together to make it so I didn't lose things, but it makes them look different, and figuring out what's what was a little weird. I feel like I'm a little too far over that way. There we go. I mean, it's a wide enough angle, it doesn't matter, but I don't know how this is going to work for time-lapse in the car right now, because I have it tilted down further so it's under the mirror, which I think it is. I didn't even really pay too close attention the other day when I was filming myself. Sometimes I edit really thoroughly, other times not so much. That was really the rise and balance. Boy, I think it was over-exaggerating the lean of the road yesterday quite a bit. Whatever. I'm counting like all the different mounts I need. And the really weird thing is, this was supposed to be an Action 2 1/4-20 mount. It doesn't have the DJI logo on it. So I don't know if it was authentic or not. I do want to get at least 2 more of them, because they are very convenient to be able to just throw it on 1/4-20 stuff, not need, extra attachments to make it work. With the ones with the little feet. The thing I found out is, though, I think all but one, which is what I'm using in here, of my GoPro feet, that's the only ones I have. I think I might have one in the trunk. I gotta look. But I did set up the handlebar mount and get that all set up for tomorrow. It's in my bag. I don't know if I want to use that heavy of a phone clamp, using one of the heavier Joby ones, but it gives me multiple angles. So, just trying to get myself a little bit more prepared. I don't know what time we're doing this tomorrow. I mean, Weiser's an hour away. It's not horrible. So, but I kind of want to, and like I said, people are going to be fishing, so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for us to probably do a whole ton of underwater stuff. But he wanted to go to the footbridge, because that water is really clear. Of course, he doesn't have his GoPro now, so, but there's grass and stuff in the water, so I don't know if I have to change anything for that to go underwater. I gotta do some research tonight about underwater footage with the Action 4. I think it auto switches the color profile. Find out. So, but yeah, off to work we go. Alrighty, home sweet home. Get the princess out and Taylor went under the bed. So I guess we're just gonna hang out together. I'm gonna get him out for a walk here in a little bit. Just did a side-by-side comparison with the iPhone and the Action 4 time-lapse. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. I gotta look and see how that comes out. There's a couple incidences there that drive me batty at one point. But anyway, hey, Princess Fun Petal. That's a good girl. Needs a good puppy dog. Hey, you're the puppy dog. We've never long. Good puppy dog. You do baby. Hello, setting sun. Oh, it's not too bad out now. It wasn't really bad out earlier. Just was, my foot was giving me a lot of really weird feelings. This one here. That left one, certain days, if I'm on it for a long period of time in the vision center, it just feels weird. Like on the way home, it was just like pulsating and tingling and all that crap. Kind of rested a little bit. I actually fell asleep. Didn't really mean to, but it's like what, 7 o'clock now? Yep. Pretty good with time. Till the time changes and it'll mess me all up again. Oh, yeah. I don't know what. Another very unproductive day it felt like though. And for some reason my watch only gave me 10 minutes of exercise today. That's counting our full mile walk this morning and then all day at work. So something's not working. Quite a beautiful night actually outside. One nice thing about this camera, because it is the wider angle, you can definitely pan really nice. It's so small, compact. I keep forgetting to bring the handle out with me, honestly. So most of the day has been done handheld. Not most, all of it. I haven't brought the handle out one time yet today. Did notice a little bit of maybe finger touching on it the other day, but I'm trying to be really careful. Like right now I'm pinching it between my thumb and my finger. It's so tiny. Oh, man, I got everything else imported. It's crazy because, like I said, that Gemini Connect was mentioning about how her computer was taking a long time to import footage from the DJI. That file was, I think, 14 minutes long on the way home. The entire import for the day was less than 3 minutes. That's not a long time. And if it's only Action 4 footage, the rendering is like, done. Sorry, what were you doing? Trying to get some snapshots of this little guy. Should do some more photo testing with this thing. I don't know what else I can check with that. Sure, I could change some settings there, but I actually had to send the raw files to Mike to edit because I gotta remind him tomorrow to give me what he's using and he can share some presets with me for tomorrow. So that's another reason I wish I kind of had the remote controller, because especially if I wanted to get some high shots with photos. Granted, I could use the phone, but it's not always the easiest way to do it. Hey! Princess! Come on! We're walking! We're walking! Come on! Yeah, that's definitely what I have to do. Just gotta pull her along. She's trying to go around the back side of me too. Wrap me up, little turd. That's about it now. Yeah. Just kind of trying to have a nice, calm walk with these guys, so I probably won't be filming too much more. And call it a night here, because I'm pretty sure I have quite a bit, and I have to stack footage, which is always a blast, especially with 2 different focal lengths on a time lapse. That should be a real treat, but I've done it enough times that I know with car footage is not so bad. Since both cameras start, I use the movement of the vehicle as my cut point to begin them and line them up. Curious to see if they drift, because I have had a difference between in the past with the GoPro and with the iPhone, that they don't sync for very long. Just think it's going to be too wide, but the sun is setting. I don't feel like mixing any more iPhone footage at night. And as we come around the corner, we'll get another shot. You know, if you guys can tell, but the moon is out. I know he's behind this tree branch over here. Oh, he should be visible if you can see him. I'm gonna get the big camera out and try to take a picture. Can't wait to see if it actually comes out. Seems like it does pretty decent in the evening hours. Morning hours, that's where I'm starting to really notice that it struggles a bit. And this is about the only time of day that you can actually get the iPhone to film the moon, because the sky is still light with it. Yeah, just couldn't let that go. That is too gorgeous. Unfortunately, I got the houses on the side there, but I can't do much about the way where we live. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the morning. Wiser State Park tomorrow. Underwater testing with the DJI Osmo Action 4.